We got the ultimate team right here.
Thank you for joining us on the United Constitutional Patriots Radio show. Sorry about the late show tonight, but we had uh, technical problems with the applications. We had to go deep into the computer and found out we had a virus, so we took care of it. Took us like a couple hours, and that's how we're late. Um, I apologize for that. That was me, but somebody attacked my computer. What can you say? But I'll tell you, don't get back at me, or it's not good. I'm going to get it off my computer. Norton's the best. All right. Anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Johnny. But we're going to have a bunch of on the border, what's going on, and within our own nation. Now I will turn it over to Johnny. So here's Johnny.
Okay, Pete, it didn't show us popping up, but I hope we're on the air, folks. Sorry for the delay tonight. We are having trouble. We are being attacked by the left on YouTube. They tried to shut us down. And I guess they don't like us putting the true news out there. But welcome to the United Constitutional Patriots Radio show, folks. And we do have quite a bit of information tonight. I got some breaking information that I got today that I wasn't prepared to hear. Nobody is, of what is going on in Mexico. Now, this information come from law enforcement on the border down there. And this law enforcement officer is going to try to come on our show here, this probably next show we do. And he's going to confirm everything that I'm telling you. The cartel has stepped it up to a different procedure down there. Down by McAllen, Texas, from the border, they watch through binoculars. They've been watching. They now have a leopard in a cage where they are throwing people in and letting the leopard kill them. Some of these people, they are skinning alive before they do that. And throwing them in while they're still alive to the leopard. They can see this from the U.S. side. There's nothing that they can do about it because it's happening in Mexico. So if they're doing that, hard to say what they're doing on up along the borders, other places. They're probably doing other places. But this has been confirmed through the law enforcement that was down on the border, who was watching this. This is not a good situation, folks. It just shows just how dangerous and how cold-blooded and uncaring these people are that they're trying to get into the United States of America. We need to stop them. We have another group of men leaving, headed this way Monday. I won't give numbers, but they will be going to the border here very shortly. And now on the border, it is really serious, folks. We are now in combat mode down there because there have been firefights up and down the border, also right off at the border of New Mexico. There's been no casualties on the American side, but the people need to be aware of how dangerous this is. President Trump was just down on the border. He's seen a lot of this that's going on. He knows what's going on. He traveled the border. He knows what the border is. He knows what New Mexico is under now. And we need boots on the ground. We need troops bad. I have a gentleman, if anybody coming from Oklahoma, coming across 40 to New Mexico, we have a gentleman who has supplies for us. And also, he is one of our men. The one thing that we were looking at is we only have one person right now watching right now, but it'll build back up. People getting the notifications. We have a big situation going on. I wish we, keep me up on it, Chuck. We need to have more watchers. We need to reach more than one person. Tonight's show hurt us, but there's a lot of people that will get notifications and they will come to our show. However, Bill is in Elk City, Oklahoma. He has supplies. He's one of our men. He's moving here. but he needs a ride, somebody who can pick him up and help him transport these goods up here if possible to Farmington, New Mexico area. So if anybody will have listeners that will listen to this show, so if anybody coming, please call me at 505-334-2492. I will put you in touch with Bill. He is a patriot. He's trying to get up here, and he's not able to drive up here. However, I'm sure that he'll help with gas money if you're coming this direction. Anything to do to get here. But we have others that want to come, and you know, they're wanting to come from all over. But we need the boots on the ground now, because they have a caravan of 25,000 that are gathering, that are supposed to be heading toward the New Mexico border. Now, this is also confirmed by one of our gentlemen on our next to the last show. He will be back on this week. He's going to give an update from inside, boots on the ground in Mexico, of exactly what's going on down there and where the caravans are and what is going on. So this is what's going on this, folks. I want to welcome the St. Bernard Sheriff's Department out of Louisiana, avid listeners, the detectives that I talk to. I appreciate all of you, and I appreciate what you do for America and the American people as officers of the law. Also, I want to welcome the Mojave County Sheriff's Department out of Kingman, Arizona. Doug, the sheriff there, is a friend of mine, very good man, patriot. I want you to know that, you know, we appreciate you. In the meantime, I'm going to turn this over to where Nuclear Warrior, I'll let you give updates on the news and stuff, and then we'll come back to the situation on the border. And anybody has questions, all you got to do is type them out there, and they will get to me, and we will answer your questions. If you want to, tonight, my lines are tied up tonight, so I can't take calls, but we can take your questions if you'll type them in the message side over there. They will be forwarded to me, and I will answer any questions we can, or my staff if I can answer them. So, Nuclear Warrior, you want to take over from here?
Yeah, thank you, Commander. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, citizens, and fellow patriots. Got a few little tidbits of news today. One of them goes back to yesterday. You may, if you had the audacity to go and watch CNN News, you probably saw Jim Acosta on there trying to explain why the walls don't work while he's standing right in front of a steel slatted wall and mentioning that it's peaceful and quiet and tranquil. And while he is unwittingly helping us to get the wall. You know, when you stand by a wall like that and explain that it's nice and quiet and peaceful and tranquil, and the president doesn't know what he's talking about when he says that there's chaos on the border, et cetera, well, you're not going to see chaos and stuff on the border when you're standing right next to one of the better sections of the built wall. So thank you, Mr. Acosta, for proving our point. All right, moving on. On another tidbit of information that was passed along to me, and this was sent by one of our staff members, and it goes something like this. The Bushes, Obamas, and Clintons are under some sort of a semi-house arrest. Their travel and appearances are being limited and carefully controlled by the Secret Service. Their ability to communicate with other members of the satanic deep state has been cut, according to this general, who will remain nameless, who has provided good intel to Tom, which I think Tom is probably, if I can find him here. No, I'm not going to be able to find him, so I don't have his last name, but he runs Finnegan. There we go. Thank you, Hennigan, there.
Hennigan with an H. It's the radio show, but the radio show that was posted is a year old, so I don't know.
Well, we'll go with it, Chuck. Thanks for passing that on for me. The general mentioned that Michael Obama, a.k.a. Michelle Obama, was not handling the situation very well at all. Matter of fact, very upset. The general confirmed that Tom Hennigan, that Michelle is really a man, just as Joan Rivers said before they killed her. YouTube keeps taking down the video, but I do have a link, and I can provide that if you like. Just let us know. So remember, this link is probably only valid until somebody discovers it and tries to scrub it from the internet again. Okay, so far to date, now that Mr. Schiff is supposedly been taken down, that makes a total of 7 on reasonable assurance that have all been taken down. Got a couple of questionables here based on some of this information I just passed on, which is a year old. So this stuff I'm going to provide right now is probably more accurate. Mr. McCain no name has been taken down. Supposedly, Supreme Court Justice Ginsburg, and now Adam Schiff, George W. Bush, George H.W. Bush, Barbara Bush, and Mr. McCabe. Reasonably sure that these have been taken down, although I'm going to have to really dig to get hard, solid evidence. So we'll go with it for now. Nothing new to report here in Central Texas concerning the issue at Lake Buchanan and the Buchanan Dam. I've been by there several times since we first broke this to you, and I've not seen any new activity. So apparently the attention that was provided to that situation by us and handled very quickly and very nicely by the State Department, Department of Defense, our President, and Homeland Security, they may have the whole situation under control. So that pretty much brings me up to date on stuff that I've been able to get my head wrapped around. So I'm going to turn it back over to the commander and see if he wants to bring someone else in to enlighten us with some more news. Commander?
Yeah. Before I bring someone else in, we're getting more people back in the room now. And again, I apologize for being so late, but YouTube doesn't seem, they don't like us very well now. We're getting the messages out, and now YouTube's been messing with us. So if something happens when we have a night that we're supposed to show and we're not on time that we're supposed to be, just keep checking. We will be on. We will get around them. They're not going to shut the truth down from the American people, and we do vetted proof. We prove ourselves. We have vetted proof of anything that we do report on. We give true news, and we're going to continue doing that. Nuclear Warrior, did you want something?
Yes, sir. I was just going to highlight the fact that with YouTube doing that little number to us tonight, they have attracted the attention of some very powerful people who are really taking this under advisement. You may know them as the Federal Communications Commission, and they're not very pleased with the activity so far this evening. So YouTube folks, take notice. You're being watched. Back to you, Commander.
Thank you. What we're doing, folks, is the news that we're giving you is vetted news. It's news that no one else will touch. They are afraid of the left. I'm not afraid of them. I'm a patriot. We have freedom of speech. We have our constitutional rights. And I'm not going to let them take it away from anybody, not you, not us, if we have any say-so about it. The United Constitutional Patriots group has been around for a lot of years. We're a very large group. We not only protect our borders and the American people, but we also, during hurricanes, tornadoes, flooding, whatever is going on, we're usually the first boots on the ground, or try to be close to the first boots on the ground with help for the victims of all these flooding stuff, from food to now we're lucky we have 3 boats that were used for search and rescue. They were donated, and I want to thank the people that donated those. We are making sure that we can reach out to the people when you're in trouble. Who knows, that might be our listeners or somebody else or your friends or your family. And This is what we're here for. We're registered in the state of New Mexico and the federal government as a humanitarian group. We are patriots. We're not just cowboys. We're not people to go down to the border and create wars and hold back. We're down there to protect our borders and protect the American people. That's why we are there. We are the only defense in the state of New Mexico to stop these caravans from coming across in the United States. Now that we have this proof and this word from law enforcement themselves down in Texas, that now they have caged leopards or lions or whatever they are, that they're throwing people into this cage, watching them kill them, and they're skinning these people alive also. And this is proof. This is vetted. This is fact. And the law enforcement agent that we had heard from on this through his family, he said he doesn't understand why the news is not covering this. It's because the news is not going to cover it. The lying news is going to tell you anything they can to discredit the president, what he's doing for the American people and the United States of America itself. We have troops on the ground. We have soldiers on the borders. They're down there. They're willing to give their life for you folks. Literally give their life. They took an oath to protect our Constitution and our way of life, no matter what they had to do. And that's exactly what they're doing. These patriots on the border, most of them, I'd say 95 to 98% of them are ex-military. They took an oath when they went in the military, and they're doing it again. There was, just down in the one spot, they found 20 bodies, 7 of them burned alive. They're right outside, right across the border there in Texas. I can't think of the name of the town now, but the whole thing is this, folks, is getting worse. It's not going to get better. People have their heads in the sand. Get your heads out of the sand. Look around you. Listen to the truth. Listen to the news. Listen to what the true news is saying. Don't listen to the crap that CNN, ABC, CBS, all of them are saying. They are against Trump, and they're going to say anything they can. I was listening to last night I couldn't stand it for about 5 minutes to the one of those late night talk shows, and they were making fun of Trump being down there on the border and all this stuff. You know what? These are the people that are going to go down, and I'm not too happy. I am really not happy about the way that they're getting away with it. Something needs to be done. Our country is being attacked. The American people are being attacked. They are letting them through in areas that is totally crazy. They are shipping these people from jail right straight into a bus and taking them to the bus stations all over the country and releasing them into society without money. I think that's going to kind of put a target on America's backs, every American in the United States of America. My advice is arm yourselves, be ready. You have the right to protect yourself, and it's not going to be easy, but our country is being attacked. We have been invaded, and there's more coming. If we don't stop these people coming at the border, we're all going to be fighting in our backyards, through our back door windows and through our front doors, because it's going to happen. And we have to stand together. We have to fight together. We have to unite. If we don't unite with every American family in the United States of America, and if we don't get the word out, it's not going to end up good for you. You know, they're yelling and hollering about these walls. Well, 90% or 98% of America now wants these walls. They see what's happening. These kids are coming across, these people are coming across with diseases, from HIV to you name it. And if you don't do something, to help, and it gets to your house, there's not going to be anybody there to help you, because they're all going to be fighting everybody else. This is America at war. We have been invaded. Our homeland, for the first time in history, total invasion. And if we don't stand together, we'll never stand. My hat's off to the law enforcement. My hat's off to the first responders, the military, the patriots, not just in the state of New Mexico, but all the way across the United States. There's so much corruption going on, people turning their heads down on the border, letting things happen because they're being paid off. This is proof. We have proof of it, you know, and it's got to be stopped. America, you're in trouble. We're all in trouble. And if we don't stand as one, we're going to have one hell of a problem. Worse than what we have now, and it's not good right now. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Greg for a few minutes.
Okay, thank you, John. I appreciate it. Just to emphasize some of the things that what you're saying, if people watched President Trump, I think these are the numbers, if I'm correct, but people who crossed illegally on the border last year committed 30,000 sex crimes, 4,000 homicides, 100,000 assaults. And of course, now, like he's saying, we have these horrible drugs that are killing, people like Tom Petty and Prince, and all these different people are dying of fentanyl and heroin and all the things that they're bringing in. But of course, President Trump has really done a good job. Actually, he's brought it. He's actually confiscated twice as many drugs as that have actually got in legally. So he's actually doing a really good job of taking down these big cartels and getting to the real root of the problem. But this is a bad situation when you look at the diseases. And then he went through the whole list also today. He's been on a Twitter storm. President Trump's been on a big Twitter storm on this, and a whole bunch of them. And he mentioned, of course, the human trafficking, and he mentioned the drugs. What else did he mention? But he went through another list of all the different problems that it's bringing in, diseases and all these different things. So I think that he's definitely got America's attention. I think everyone agrees with him now. So we'll see if Congress doesn't get their act together by tomorrow. I think he'll probably call a national emergency. That's just my opinion, because he has been on it so adamantly all day on just a total Twitter storm. He's gone there. He's flown over the border. He's met with the people where they're having these real problem areas and gone right into them and got boots on the ground information right there from the border. And so he's done all he can do politically. He's had the press conferences. He's done everything that he can possibly do at this point. So I guess at this point, if Congress won't work with him, he'll probably declare a state of emergency. That's what I'm expecting. But let's see what else. I guess that's all I had at the moment there, Johnny.
Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, our troops on the border, we've got a very large group on their way up here from Texas. They should be here Monday or Tuesday. They'll be going down to the border. Off the donations, we do have some good donations coming in. But these donations we ask for are to support these people while they're on the border, help them get the material they need and what they want. I do everything that I can do to raise money to help these men that are putting their lives on the line for you. And they need to show appreciation too. We don't ask for anybody to send anything that they can't afford. If it's even just $1, $10, whatever. Okay, before I go any further, she wants something to say. Go ahead. She-Wolf, you there?
So, I'm here. Sorry. Okay, Doc, if you could share that link of the roundtable in the live stream. Actually, I just wanted to talk about how impressed I was with that whole meeting and what an awesome job the president did and how impactful and powerful it was. And please, everyone, if you could share that video on your wall, just to let everybody know that this is not just the president. This is ICE. This is Border Patrol. This is State Patrol. This is county mounties. This is everybody that is saying, yes, there is a problem. It needs to be dealt with. And just please share it and share it and share it and share it. Maybe it'll open some eyes. That's all I had to say, Johnny. Thank you.
You're welcome, She-Wolf. The whole deal is this, folks. They are hiding from the American people what the truth is of what's going on in Mexico. I don't know what the problem is with a lot of American people. They have their heads in the sand. They don't want to believe this could happen to our country. But our men that are on the border, like I was saying, need your help. And the only way that I know that you can help them is through three ways. One, boots on the ground. If you're willing to come and help, we are actually in shooting wars on the border now. This is not fake news. It is fact. The news is not covering it. They are having combat situations between our troops, our men, and Mexico. This is the cartel, the MS-13, the gangs, United Nations. There's a lot involved in it. Please, if you can give me a call if you want to be boots on the ground. You want to help, call me at 505-334-2492. 505-334-2492. Another one, if you want to contribute, send a donation. Go to the United Constitutional Patriot Facebook page. There's a PayPal on there. You can send money through there. We get it immediately. And this money goes straight to the men. If you want to send dry goods, blankets, tents, anything that you need that these guys have on, anything that these guys, you would use if you were camping, that's what these guys need. It's winter down there, and they're not in motels. They are not eating in restaurants. They are eating from the food that is donated. They are keeping warm by blankets that are donated, keeping in a safe, warm area as possible in tents that are donated. These are what these men need, and they need your support and they need your prayers. You can send that to John Horton or Mark Cheney, Cheney, Post Office Box 1334, Flora Vista, New Mexico 87415. This is the best ways that you can help, but we need boots on the ground. We need true patriots, men with common sense who aren't going down there just to kill somebody. That's the last thing in the world we're going to have. We want people who can follow orders, work with the Border Patrol, the State Patrol, the sheriff's departments, all law enforcement down there, and do what they are told to do. And yes, people keep asking, can I have my weapons? This is an open carry state. Nobody's going to challenge you. You can openly carry any legal weapon that you want or choose to take to the border with you. Go ahead, Nuclear Warrior.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Johnny. I was just going to elaborate a little bit on there was a GoFundMe site started up to drum up money for the wall. Many of you may remember that. I got an email from the organization today, and it says that as explained in update number 18 on the wall campaign, you have 90 days to let us know if you'd like your donation to be sent to the new 501c4 organization, We Build the Wall, Inc. If we do not hear from you by April 10, your donation will automatically be refunded on April 11, as the specific plan for the use of the funds raised on the campaign has changed from what was originally stated. So you may, if you were a donator and you put your email in there, you must have gotten this message in your email. The actions are as follows. Yes, I want my donation to go to We Build the Wall, Inc. Or you could click on the other link, please refund my donation. Likewise, if they don't hear from you by the 11th of April, it's going to be a refund back to the source that you use to make the donation. I just wanted to make everybody aware of that in case they did not see it. There's been a few changes there. Apparently, somebody on the left has got some pull with the GoFundMe organization, and they really don't like what we're doing as far as helping to drum up money to support the wall effort. So anyway, enough on that. I'll give it back to the commander.
Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. Okay. War Dog, you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, I want to hit on a few points on people that's going to be coming down here. Now, I want to let them know this is a very dangerous situation because the cartel on the other side of the fence are practicing shooting, okay? They're laying up in the hills there. And if you're going to come down here and help out, you better have some bulletproof gear because they're not playing. This is serious. They really are out to kill when they get up to that borderline. We're not out there to kill. We're there to protect. But I'm letting you know right now that they have killing rooms and they shoot people up to 100. Just shoot them deader than a doornail over there. That's what I want to talk to Troy the other night about these killing rooms. So they take 50, 100 people, Americans, and they ask them, why you come to this country? You're not supposed to be here. Call them every name in the book, and they line them against the wall, and they shoot them. Human targets. He said, we don't use paper targets like you do. We use human targets. So the people that you're going to be facing down there on that border have killed. It's nothing to them. It's like chewing tobacco, okay? And they are lining up. This is what you're going to be up against. So we're going to need bulletproof vests, all kinds of high-tech stuff. This is not no joke. You get down there half-cocked, you're going to wish like hell you have it. And I'm telling you, like David Miller said, that's hell's gates down there. It's no party. It's no joke. It's extremely dangerous. I've been down there, and Johnny's been down there. We've been preaching this and I guess we've been saying it lightly, but it's a lot worse than what we don't want to get into everything. But it's human trafficking. They're raping children, raping women. The president said, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. I think you need to know. And we need everybody to reach down in their pockets and support the United Constitutional Patriots so we can help put a stop to this. You don't have to just sit there and say, well, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. I hear that all the time. There's nothing we can do. They're going to do this. It's going to continue on. I don't believe that. And I believe that God has put this team together to stop stuff like this. We've stopped a lot of stuff that no one thought we could already. And I'm asking you to reach out. I'm reaching out to the people of America to help us stop this problem. And together, I know we can do it. It's not a question of can we.